Hey. What are we doing today, Stel? Well, Frazer's up on ramps again. Still chasing that vibration out of it. So we're going to try and sort it out. Going to just dress up the tail shaft so that the seal will have some fresh surface there. Not going to take anything off, just clean it up. Bit of a groove from the seal. Hopefully the new seal doesn't ride in exactly the same place, or we might have to sleeve this. Decent, but there's a bit of a groove there. We'll check, but I don't think it's going to ruin it. I was getting a lot of oil leaking out of the back of the overdrive, so I decided to pull the housing off and replace the old felt seal and maybe the bearings at the same time, because there seems to be some run out at the back, which would explain some of the vibration. It's really the only thing that's still driving me nuts about the car. Everything else is really working well. So let's try and fix it. We have to make a dummy shaft to support these two gears. One drives the regulator or governor, and one drives the speedometer. And the way that we've got it disassembled, there's no way of lining them up with the output shaft on the transmission while you put it together. The output shaft on the transmission will just push the dummy shaft out of the way as we reassemble it. That's the plan. Hey, look at that. It's perfect. Okay, well, let's turn this down. Live center. Okay, well, let's hope that allows us to put this together. These are available for $39.95. Alright, let's get this overdrive back together, and hopefully we've made it a little better. Okay, I'm going to use the pilot shaft that we made up to install this bearing and try to line up the drive gears for the speedo and the governor. Okay, looks like it's going to be no problem. Let's put it together. And there we have it. Snap ring back in. I guess now we'll try to install it in the car, and this pilot shaft should push out as we push it onto the tail shaft. That's the plan anyway. Is this car done yet? Alright, we've got the overdrive back in, and that actually went not too terribly badly. Most importantly, there is zero free play here now. So I don't know if that was the problem, but at least it's better. It certainly won't make the car worse, as long as I put it back together correctly. Let's hope. Just putting some oil in so we can take it for a test drive. So I'm going to put the drive shaft flange back on. We're going to test drive it again with the overdrive repaired. We got it back together. Doesn't seem to be too many leftover parts. So. There's just nothing. There's no vibration at all. overdrive in, out. It's absolutely cured. I'm so excited. That was the last real problem, but there's zero vibration in the driveline now. And that's all it was those bearings were just so minutely worn, but it allowed that tail shaft to move up and down maybe 30 thou, and it took out the seal. It was spraying oil all over the bottom of the car, and now it's fixed, and the total cost was $70 for 2 bearings and a seal. And I gotta give a shout out to Dave at Napa for finding that for me. It's nice to know guys that can still dig through the catalogs and make that stuff happen. So I'm just absolutely thrilled with how well the car is running. And I put it back together without fucking it up, so that's pretty exciting too. And now that we're almost done, time to unveil the sun visors, still nice and clean. There we go. Hey, Stella. We're getting the Frazer ready for inspection tomorrow, so everything's got to be clean. Dan's showing us how to clean the tires up. Let's do the other side.
Okay, we're gonna give her the old.
And enough people complained, I think we have to point out, enough people complained about the Cordoba hubcaps that we went with, I believe these are Hudson wheels with Plymouth dishes on them, so.
Close enough.
Close enough. The wheels before wouldn't take anything else, so.
You gotta do it right.
We also upgraded from these. What are these? The old pacemakers have been upgraded to Goodyear. I think these are Goodyears. What is, no, these are not. These are Gulf. Wow.
Maybe a little too much. I like a little bit flatter over here.
Probably vintage mid-70s, would you say? These on the back?
Oh, for sure, mid-70s.
Mid-70s, vintage
70s.
probably, maybe
They're
early
not double
70s.
pin, so
Got a Plymouth wheel cover that fits pretty nicely. So that, at least now, as it drives by, it all kind of looks coherent. Okay, soak those babies down.
They have the aluminum, like just
Yeah, there you go. Get it under, get it in there good. Oh, look at the shine on that.
I don't remember.
Finishing touches time. That is sick. Holy, the driveway is going to be shiny. Oh, that's what? How much you putting on there?
Well, enough to,
To run down the side and slip
you gotta
on.
fix all the leaks. The cracks in the tires don't fix themselves.
No cracks. Those are minty. Oh, you gonna wipe it right away? Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh yeah, look at that tire. Woo! I'm sorry, Sal, these are spicy chips. You can have one. We can do a name that bias ply episode after this. Look at these F78 15s, boys.
Those are nice. We did a lot of film on these already.
Right,
there we go.
Nice.
That looks atrocious. We're back from the inspection, and it failed for some shaky tie rod ends. So here's some new tie rod ends, and it's a pretty straightforward job. They're easy to get at. They're not a big deal. You can see, let's see if we can get this one to move. Which one was the bad one? This one? I don't know if you can see, but there's some slop in there. So, fair is fair. Let's change out these tie rod ends. And then we'll set the alignment, set the toe in rather. The rest of it won't change, just the toe will change. So we're going to set that up, and then it can go back for inspection. And then we should have a road legal car, and that's a pretty major achievement. And that's kind of the end of the work on the car, which I'm pretty happy about, because I've been staring at the bottom of this car for about a year now. and it's time to just get it over with. Okay, they're not that bad. So, one more to go, and then we can swap in the new ones. Well, it's easier to just pull the whole tie rod out and swap everything over as a complete unit and put it back in, and then we'll set our toe in and center our steering wheel after that. Today's workbench is the 64 truck that we were firing up the other day. Hi Stell, what are you doing today? So each set consists of a left hand and a right hand thread so that the total length of the unit can be adjusted. This is a left hand thread. I'm going to turn it in until there's 7 threads showing like there was before. Do them all that way, and then it should be at least in the neighborhood when we put it back together, and then it'll need fine tuning. Not very difficult. That looks about the same. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. Good. Let's try the other one. I'm also going to try to save all the original grease zerks, and they're not very difficult to get out. So that's pretty much it. These can all go back in now. We'll save these because no, we're not saving these. Just kidding. I'll probably save it anyway. Well, that's it. The last step is fill her up with grease. A regular contributor.
Same old shit.